Good morning, my dear children. This is P. Vasantakumar, social teacher from DAV High School, SDSTPS, AP Genco, Naltur. Welcome to the chapter Atmosphere. Previous session, we learned identify the variations between weather and climate. Learning objectives of this part. By the end of the chapter, you will be able to explain the forms of precipitation, classify the types of rainfall, define condensation. Children, now we will learn about different forms of precipitation. Rain, snow, hail, fog, dew, mist. Rain. Rain is the most common type of precipitation. Rain is the liquid water falling from the sky in the form of droplets. Rain is of two different forms, showers, drizzles. Showers are heavy, large drops of rain that last for a long time. Drizzles are made up of smaller droplets of water falling from low-level clouds. Drizzles are less than 0.5 mm in diameter, larger than the droplets in clouds, but smaller than raindrops. Now snow. Snow is the second most common form of precipitation. Density of fresh fallen snow varies between 125 to 500 mm. Hailstone is the precipitation in the form of round pellets of ice that are larger than 5 millimeters in diameter. A hailstone starts as an ice pellet inside a cold region of a cloud. Hails are produced only in the cumulonimbus clouds during thunderstorms, which then fall towards the surface of the earth. Now let us learn about fog. Fog is a thick cloud of tiny water droplets suspended in the atmosphere at or near the earth's surface, which hampers of visibility. The different types of fog are radiation fog, advection fog, upslope fog, and evaporation fog. Dew is the small drops of water that are found on cool surfaces like grasses in the morning. The dew point is the temperature at which condensation takes place or dew starts forming. It is the precipitation containing small droplets of water which occurs with cold air above a warm surface. Its diameter lies between 0.1 and 0.5 millimeters per an hour. Now let us learn condensation. Condensation is the opposite of evaporation as it involves conversion of water vapor into droplets of water or crystal of ice. Sometimes when water vapor touches a cooler surface, it turns from water vapor to liquid water. When the relative humidity exceeds 100%, the excess of water vapor present in the atmosphere gets condensed as minute droplets of water. For example, when air at a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius contains 49 grams of water vapor per cubic meter and gets cooled to 10 degrees Celsius, it can hold only 40 grams of water vapor at saturation level. The excess of 9 grams of water vapor gets condensed. Condensation can take place only when minute solid particles are present in the atmosphere. Condensation can also take place on a contact surface. For example, did you observe what happens when cold water is filled in a glass? Condensation occurs on the outer side of the glass as moisture in the air is getting in contact with a cold surface. When water vapor condenses on surface such as plants, we get dew. The dust particles attract water molecules from water vapor in the atmosphere. This causes condensation of the vapor into droplets. Millions and millions of these droplets together appear as different kinds of clouds. If the clouds are cold enough, they may also contain ice crystals. Clouds are classified into different types on the basis of their forms and heights at which they are found. For example, cirrus clouds at higher level, cumulus clouds at middle level, stratus at lower level, nimbus rain bearing and vertical clouds. With condensation, the droplets get heavy and fall to earth as precipitation in the form of rain, snow, hail, etc. If these droplets condense very close to Earth's surface, the droplets are lighter and we get fog. Now let us learn types of rainfall. On the basis of origin, rainfall may be classified into three main types: convectional rainfall, orographic rainfall, cyclonic rainfall. Now, convectional rainfall. The unequal heating of the Earth's surface causes convection. Convectional rainfall occurs when the energy of the sun heats the Earth's surface. During this process, water on the Earth evaporates into water vapor, due to which warm, moist air rises up, becomes cool, and starts to condense. This process of condensation in the atmosphere leads to the development of clouds. Convectional rainfall are common in low latitudes on summer days. They generally come in the form of short, heavy showers. Sometimes a convectional rainfall occurs with thunder and lightning. Condensation is a process by which the water vapor present in the air turns back into the water droplets and falls as rain. Orographic rainfall is called orogenic rainfall. It obtained from Greek word oros, which means mountain. This rain occurs when moist wind is forced to rise over mountain or other elevation in its path. The windward sides of many mountain ranges receives heavy precipitation. The leeward side, that is the sides along which the air moves down, receive less rainfall. In India, the situation of windward and leeward sides can be experienced along the western coast. In contrast, there is no rain on the other side of Western Ghats because the wind that passes does not contain any moisture and give no rain in the Deccan Plateau. This region is dry and is called a rain shadow region. Now, cyclonic rainfall. This type of rainfall is associated with the passage of cyclone or a depression. There are two types of cyclones: the tropical cyclones and the temperate cyclones. The term cyclones is derived from the Greek word kyklon, meaning revolving. Tropical cyclone is a rapid rotating storm system characterized by low pressure center, strong winds, and an arrangement of thunderstorms that produce heavy rains. These are developed on warm sea surface the 26 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius that occurs due to the meeting of hot and cold masses moving towards the land, and a line known as from that separates the two air masses. The warm air rises over heavier cold air. The cold, dry air comes in the contact with the warmer, moist, by which air gets cooled and forms clouds leading to rainfall. Heavy rains occur in a short duration. These are also known as temperature cyclones. Now let us learn rainfall across the globe. Between the latitudes 10 degrees and 30 degrees north and south of equator, rainfall increases in eastern coast and decreases in the west due to trade winds. Between the latitudes 40 degrees and 60 degrees north and south of equator, rainfall increases in west coast and decreases in east coast due to westerlies. Low pressure areas, especially around the equator, receive high rainfall than high pressure areas. Rainfall is more in oceans than on the continents. Now lesson is completed. I hope you understood this lesson. Thank you, my dear children.